Yeah, it says loading video, but
I'm trying to get to this one base where the frame rate just absolutely pukes.
I still can't. I still can't see anything. This is ridiculous. I can't see anything. It's still saying loading video. Okay, wait a minute.
Well, the nice thing is you're not missing much.
Ah. Okay, there we go. I see it now. What is the sleeping mode that I keep seeing on the bottom of the screen?
This
I'm not
isn't it.
sure.
Oh, hey, here's a Stargate. What you were asking about?
That's actually the end of the
Yeah, of the
highway.
highway. Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
beginnings of highways. I gotta get this nasty ass mode off of here. Ugh.
Yeah, so like the gates in the old X games, they're still around, but there are only I think 4 to 6 of them. There's one that you run into fairly early in the campaign that takes you into a sector where I won't say any spoilers, but
Oh, please do. You save me a lot of
just
time.
go ahead.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
don't think it matters at this point.
yeah, it's like a remnant of the Terrans, and that kind of starts off a whole other part of the story.
Okay.
But like you can't even do any trading now because you don't have a freighter. You use like a capital ship to do all your trade. That's the thing that I mean. Like if the trading was working, you might even be able to. If you just kind of get into the economic aspects of these games, you could at least do that. But you have to like since you're going ahead of your ship and giving the ship orders. You right now like the ship can if you queue more than 3 buy sells, it just breaks.
Oh, well, that's comforting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there was one station that I went to, and it was no more complicated than these, but there was a little bit of atmospheric effects, like I was in a cloud or something, and I got down to 3 frames a second. I'm running a good solid like 30 to 40 now.
Isn't the thing capped at 30 or 60 or
No,
something?
no, well, I don't know. I've never seen 60. I've gotten up into the 40s, but
Hmm.
I don't have fraps running right at the moment, so
Oh, that would probably kill the stream if you did.
yeah. Ooh, hey, there's a lot of stuff here. There's some kind of agricultural station. This is like that.
I,
This is like
I
that
am
movie
way
Silent
behind.
Running.
I am way behind in the
Yeah,
stream.
so you're still in the stream.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Man, the stream is the stream the Twitch stream is all messed up.
Yeah, my God, you can see the leaves on the trees. Not really.
Okay, I see a space station. We must be like a minute or two behind.
Yeah, it's got it a little bit back. Twitch might be kind of slow because we got all those kids with their new
Oh,
consoles,
Oh,
right?
it just sped up rapidly.
sped up rapidly. It might be catching up a bit.
Sweet. Yeah, well, all the kids got their new PlayStations, right? So they're streaming it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. I forgot
Hey, and
about
that is
that.
actually a success from what I understand. Consoles having a success. PCs going down.
Aw,
Yes.
come on.
So
We're
happy.
we're members of the master race.
Consoles based on PCs. Absolutely. And you're back in the stream. That's what I'm seeing anyway. Jim, when you get a chance, hit space to act. Okay, what is? I want to know what the sleeping mode is. I'm dying to know what this is.
Oh, does it come up when I'm in the tunnel?
Yeah, it says press space to deactivate sleeping mode.
Oh,
Steering.
steering.
That's what
That's-
you've been seeing.
Is that
No, no,
steering
no.
mode?
You can't. Yeah, like so.
I can't even
you hit
read
your
that.
mouse.
Shit, my eyes. Okay.
So
I'm like,
you,
what the?
you know you can use your
fuck?
mouse to steer, and that's another. That's just like a little tiny irksome thing. Is like you look through the settings, you're like, oh, I want it to just not display that message when I'm in steering mode, but you can't. So it like it's always there. It's annoying.
It never leaves.
Way to take you out of the moment. Lack of immersion. Stupid.
Oh yeah, you get anywhere around one of these cloud effects, and it's death to frame rate. I'm doing about like 4 frames a second right now.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Chugolicious.
Are you talking about the
Dang.
space station with the? Are you talking about the space station?
No, it would just give it about 20 seconds. You'll see. I
I
fly into
think we're.
this gas cloud.
I think we're further behind than that because you were just looking at a space station with trees on it.
Oh yeah, you're a good minute behind or so.
Yeah, we're back in the tunnel.
Yeah, when I pop out of that tunnel, I come out and I'm like, there's a big gas cloud. It looks like a space fart, and I fly into that and I drop down to about 3 frames a second. And then as soon as I come out of it, I'm good. But if I turn around and look at it again, it chugs. So just having it on the screen is terrible.
Yeah, we're way behind you, man.
But
I wonder if maybe
are
we
you enjoying the experience? That's
No.
what matters. It doesn't
No.
matter. It doesn't matter if it's slow. It's the journey.
This is a.
Hey, this is a bar. There's like a giant. There's a neon cocktail glass here.
Yeah,
Bet I
so
can dock.
the places on the so like there are like 4 different docking points on a station. There's like a bar and um, there's like a corporate one, and then I can't remember the other 2, but basically 4 of those icons will be docking ports.
Is there any way that I can actually get killed on the station? Can I pull out a gun and shoot
That would
myself?
be funny.
Yeah,
Can I
that
jump
would at
off
least
of
be
it?
interesting.
I can't jump off the platform. I'm trapped. Oh, look, it's a robot.
Oh, now we're in the gas cloud. For God's sake, Twitch. This is.
Hey, you get what you pay for. This is free.
Okay, apparently there's also a mod, according to Frump and Mega Johnny, to remove the deactivate steering mode text.
This,
Oh,
this
that would be
robot,
nice.
this robot here that's scrubbing the walls in the space station is by far the most entertaining thing I've seen in the game yet. Like, I totally want one. I gotta have some of this. Buff it. Buff it, little guy. That's going to be the rest of the podcast. I'm just going to follow this robot between these 2 walls.
I just.
That's
Are you at a loss
master-
for words?
I
It's a
am.
masterwork
I
of
mean,
design.
I've seen.
Just so everyone knows, when I'm laughing, I'm also there are little tears coming out at the same time.
Hey, they'll fix it in about 5 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
wait.
What?
I have found the tits and ass.
What?
There's a
No,
little
what?
bit of tushy here. I don't know. There's like this
We're well
sign.
behind. Jim, we're well behind. This is kind of ridiculous.
Well, that's how Twitch works, man. So I found the bar, right? I think. Well, there's like porn banners hanging.
What?
Oh, look, there's a locker.
Oh yeah, in the bars, it's
You know how? Now, do they have the hologram stripper? Because every sci-fi thing needs a hologram
oh, of
stripper.
course. I don't know.
Where's that
It's just those those same images. I mean, that's all I've really seen in the bars.
Oh, that's unfortunate because, hologram strippers. Well, the frame rate's really bad in here too. Damn.
Real in the station? Wow, I didn't get. any
Yeah,
bad
it's really
frames
bad
in
in the station here.
Wow,
Well, maybe that's
a-
because I turned the level of detail up to the max because dude in the chat was saying that people looked malformed because. But I turned the level of detail way up and they still look like.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
When did you turn the level of detail way up? When did you do
Back
that?
when we had that conversation in the first station.
Okay, turn it back down. I bet you money that's what's causing this.
That's causing what?
I don't know about James,
crappy
but I'm at least a minute behind.
Yeah, you just like got off your ship, so I don't know where.
Yeah,
the
so
I don't think my graphics settings in the game is gonna. Oh, it might be clobbering the compression of the video.
that's what
though,
I'm
so-
saying. Yeah, turn it back down.
All right.
Oh, we
But-
found your robot friend.
But
Oh,
it
there's
won't-
your
See,
robot.
I never. Oh no, wait, I did see one of these guys.
So it's frustrating because I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make this. Excuse me. They're trying to make this immersive space.
Oh, I would
Experience.
say I'm immersed, or more like I've been dunked. I've been gently dipped.
Okay,
And,
Mega Johnny says, "Let the robot squash you against the wall because the collision physics are entertaining."
Nice.
So, Oh, things seem to be moving a little better now. We still see the robot. Where are you still in front? Where are you, Jim?
Oh, I'm standing at the robot here. You'll see me
Okay,
playing with the menus.
maybe we're getting a little caught up then. That'd be good. Oh, chug 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 chug.
Just let me know
Chug, 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 chug.
when
I see a
you're
guy. I
staring
see a
at a
tree.
sign.
You're going into the dance club now.
I see a tree. I see a guy. I see some boxes. I see
Ooh,
some
red
boxes.
crates, red crates.
Red
Gotta pick those up.
crates. I see red crates. Whoa! Getting dizzy. I see. Oh, wait.
There was the TNA shot. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're a ways back.
Yeah, we are a ways back. I don't know if we can get this. I don't know if we get this ride caught up at this point.
It doesn't really matter. You guys can just comment about the things that you see, and I'll drive. And it can be a couple minutes behind because who
I
cares?
see that. Okay, now I see a sign for a dance club. Really? Really, EgoSoft? Really? A dance club?
Tits in space.
Well, Jim, you showed me that Connect Star Wars looking mini game thing. You showed me an image of that. Did you hear about this, James?
No.
Let me hang on. Let me paste a link for you in the Skype window here so you can see. This will be in the show notes, folks.
This was
But,
apparently in the game at some point because it was going to be on the Xbox.
There's your
So
thing.
they built their Connect crap in, trying to, I guess, pander to Microsoft. Like, look.
So, as you can see from the image I just showed you, I just sent, they have a Star Wars. It looks like a Star Wars Dance Connect type game where you do dance moves like the Dirty Boron and the X and the Talati screwdriver. And it looks like you're doing it to save money on Agnew beef. I don't even.
They claimed that it was an April Fool's joke, which I can
Yeah.
half believe, but
Yeah,
boy, they
this
put a
one-
lot of
this-
work into that.
Yeah, this was a promo image that they actually used. I saw this image
Okay.
like a year ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Andondin, I don't know how
It's
to say
just-
it. Andio is in the Twitch chat room is saying that he has seen some other streams of this game with Twitch, and apparently it doesn't play well with Twitch. So this
Oh,
is
that's
not
good.
the first.
Well, that's an
That-
excuse to quit. I'd hate to
No,
negatively
you
impact
must-
Twitch.
No,
You
we
must
need to see.
pay.
Wait. I wanted to see it was in those lockers, man. Did you open those lockers?
No, I didn't.
Come on, man. You're supposed to
I
open.
want to
every-
see how long it takes you to figure out how to sell the items that you're finding in the crates and the lockers.
Oh, you can sell stuff? Do you have to take it to a specific merchant? Because not any merchant will buy anything.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Oh, God.
And
All right.
also, one of the scanner modes is like you hit a button and you have to release it before it hits its high pitch thing, and then that sends out a circle of scan around your ship, and it'll ping little crates that you can pick up in space as well. So the crate pickups aren't just in the station, they're out in space. And then you pick up all the little junk crap and sell it.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that's. Yeah, I'm kind of in shock at how just clusterfucky this is. I mean, I've seen some bad releases in my time, like Star Drive recently, and
Yeah, but
And
they
it's-
didn't have
it's-
7 years to work on that, man.
Yeah, that's what really gets everybody is they have been working on this for 7 years.
7 years.
So people were apparently like decrypting the game files and finding a bunch of Xbox code in it where it
Yeah.
calls it out as Xbox 360 whatever, right in the config files.
I read
So-
somewhere that apparently this originally wasn't even supposed to be an X game.
Yeah, it was going to be something. I swear to God, it's Darkstar 2.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're really insulting Darkstar 1 here.
Well, the one thing that you guys didn't mention about Darkstar, one of the main reasons that I hated it was
Uh-huh.
everything was scaled up. Like those ship models were 150 to 200% the size that they should have been.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I just couldn't you would be shooting at a ship and it would really look like it was about 10 yards from you, and it would fill up 40% of your screen. And this has like the same issue. The scaling is just wrong on everything.
Because space is small, and starship combat should feel like a knife fight in a phone booth.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's so much crap in space. It's very crowded.
Dude, look at how much bullshit is here. There's like 1,000 ships.
I can't. We're that behind. I see a hallway right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, and like if you look to the side in those hallways, there's just nothingness. It's so bad.
So sterile. Just the universe is so sterile. Like it doesn't feel lived in at all. Like
yeah, but when
if you're gonna add all this shit, make it look lived in. You know.
Well, when you fly through the traffic, like whenever you guys catch up, you'll see I'm flying through just a swarm of ships that are out here and, doing what they're doing, which is not a lot. But it's just lines of traffic, right? And I'm not even in the highway thing. I'm just kind of ramming them now. Bonk. Yeah, so it's just like, it reminds me of, crap. It's embarrassing. I can't remember the name of the planet in Star Wars with all, the city planet.
Oh, Coruscant.
Coruscant. Yeah.
Coruscant.
So it's like Coruscant traffic. Ooh, hey, there's somebody scanning somebody here. Is that hijinks? Oh, it's a cop. Yeah. I found the cop.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, there you go. Get up to the cop. Don't shoot him.
Oh, too late.
Got to hear the little effect. Oh.
I blew his space pig ass away.
Oh, Jesus.
Does that mean there's going to be more cops coming? Where are the cops?
Yeah, they'll just let you go. I don't even know. Like, I just remember that one ship. He was shooting at you 1 second, and the next, oh, you're cool.
So Bernd is the CEO of Egosoft, and that was like one of the things that he's quoted as saying is that he wanted GTA in space.
Well,
so it's funny that you brought.
This ain't it.
No, it's not.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is. Why would you even want GTA in space? GTA, I don't know. GTA isn't that great. If you're gonna put something in space,
dude, the Skyjacker guys are listening.
No. If you're gonna give me something in space, give me either Just Cause 2 or Saints Row. I mean.
Oh yeah, because you can grapple. You can go outside the spaceship and fire your grappling hook, and then like drag yourself to it. How
awesome would that be? What was his name? Rico something?
Yeah, Suave.
Yeah. It was not Rico Suave.
What if you were Danny?
I thought the same thing, but
I want to play as Danny Trejo, and it'll be Machete Kills in space.
Machete kills your frame rate, apparently.
Yeah.
I still need to see that movie. By the way.
Which one?
Machete Kills.
Oh, okay. You saw the original Machete, right?
Hell yeah, I love that movie.
Did you see the trailer for Machete Kills in Space? I wasn't kidding.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's a trailer for part 3, Machete Kills in Space.
Come on. No, you are making that up.
YouTube it.
I'm just looking.
I would say he's making it up too, but they did have a sci-fi movie called Sharknado, and so I think anything is possible.
Wait. Machete Kills again in space.
In the space.
Wait, what?
It's got Lady Gaga in it. It's another Grindhouse trailer that they did, and it was at the end of Machete Kills. So.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen then?
Oh yeah, because any Rodriguez trailer is going to be made into a movie.
Oh, this makes me happy. I need to see Kills, but wow, that's amazing.
I heard it was not as inspired as the first one. But...
Well, it's hard to be as inspired as the first one because that was just. So I'm still seeing you just hanging out at a space station. Have you actually?
That's what I was doing. I wasn't doing anything exciting because there's nothing exciting to do.
Yeah, this is...
I'm just kind of... I don't know what to do. It's pointless. I guess, like, if I was going to... I'm supposed to fly to Rexville. I don't know why I want to. Is that in Ohio?
You're in the story mode, man.
I think Rexville's in Ohio. It's, like, south of Dayton.
It sounds like one of those... It sounds like a place that could be in, like, Pennsylvania or Ohio. Oh, I'm from Rexville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean... the fun of these games has always been, either you go trade or, you engage in combat, do missions, you build up money, you buy stations, you kind of build this big empire, trying to amass billions of credits. I mean, to me, like, the perfect expansion to X would have put in things that activated, like, when you got 1 billion credits. So it would have just given you a mission, like, at some point in the storyline, it would have been like, go out and become a corporate mogul, earn 1 billion credits. Something that drove you to do that, and then you would earn that, and then like a whole another game would start where, you could have like corner the crystal market in boron space, or or take out this other corporation, or incite a war between these two factions. Oh, and if you do that, you're going to lose all your assets that are in this. They had this template for this experience that they could have like really built on, and instead we get this absolute piece of garbage. It's very sad.
It's kind of amazing. It's kind of, I mean, there have been some high-profile space games recently that have just been kind of floppy, but this is at least Sword of the Stars 2 level disaster.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
You don't you wouldn't go that far?
Well, I
so
mean,
you really hate Sword of the Stars.
No, I love. I have like 1,400 hours in the original Sword of the Stars, and probably 600 hours in the second one. At release, Sword of the Stars. I mean, it's actually a fairly decent game right now. I mean, there are problems, but
it was fixable. I don't think is fixable.
That's true.
No,
that's true.
That's my real concern is that this is not fixed. I mean, like, so just looking at the cockpit, where are you going to put the radar?
Well, what about this? What about this big TV screen that's on the right?
That might not be a bad.
It just says no signal all the time.
It says no signal right there.
That's like your information window, yeah.
Yeah. So then
where do you get the information window?
The vibe that I get from the targeting and stuff in this is it's like what was that game where you transform into a robot?
Which one?
Yeah.
The one that we were like kind of disappointed about. Crap.
Strike Suit Zero.
Yeah, Strike Suit Zero. It's given me the same kind of vibe as Strike Suit Zero from the situational awareness point of view, because I have no idea what's around me.
Oh, that's one game. That's one game that totally failed at situational awareness. I agree. That game was an utter. I mean, it was kind of fun, but yeah, total failure in the situational awareness regard. And when you're talking about dogfighting in general, not even in space, in general, situational awareness is something critical. That's why flight sims used to have padlock views. I don't know.
Well, in here, there's no way to know who's shooting at me, where they are, and how many of them there are. It's all I know is like the cockpit's flashing because I'm getting shot from.
Because there's no radar at all.
Yeah.
And if you bring up the map, it stops your ship. And it's not even in the map.
Oh,
not to a degree where you can really
Who thought it was
situationally tell where they are.
I can't imagine anyone thought it was a good idea to make a space sim without radar.
I was trying to figure out if any other game had ever been. I was like going in my mind through all of the games.
I can't think of one. Even games even like Elite had one. The Lightspeed, Hyperspeed games had them. Of course, Ring Commander. I mean, the earliest of early games that were space sims had radar.
Oh, now I see why you change lanes, because you go slow as hell if you don't. So you have to switch tailgating. Like, I'm behind this guy, but there's another guy, and I can switch lanes and get behind that other guy.
And you can use your boost, too.
Wow.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, Rubbin's racing.
It's a slipstream, you're catching there. It's like you're slipping in behind him as a race car, I mean,
But there's no air. There's no aerodynamic anything. How does... I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you, James.
No. Please, go ahead. You can vent. I'm venting to you guys, so feel free.
There's no... Is there suddenly aerodynamic principles in that tunnel where getting in someone's slipstream matters? Like if you got behind a truck on the road?
I'll tell you what, though. This space travel takes a long time.
It still does?
Well, getting through these wormhole things, yeah, it takes
See, that's one of the
forever.
things that's always bugged me about the X Games is the ridiculous amount of time it takes to get anywhere.
Oh no, dude! In the X Games, it was flying to the Stargate. I'm talking, and then the Stargate was instant, right? Like I'm in this
Yeah.
system, and bang,
Sure.
I'm in that
Okay.
system. Now I have to fly to the Stargate, and then I have to play space NASCAR while I like fly. Dude, seriously, I've been in this
But
tunnel.
immersion.
I have been in this
Immersion.
tunnel for a long time. Maybe it never ends. Maybe it's just a loop, and I have to decide when to jump out of this one.
I think
I
they
don't
were
know.
trying to steal the free space vibe from how it worked in free space, but it was just a complete failure.
Mm-hmm. Well, we played that game a couple weeks ago. That piece of crap that I was showing you is Salvation Prophecy.
Oh,
Remember? And whenever you flew
yeah.
through the wormholes, you had to dodge lightning bolts and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was better than this.
Yeah.
At least it had a pretty well, okay, it was really bad ground combat, but you could get
It,
out of the ship. Oh wait, you can get
Was
out
the
of the ship
story any
here.
good?
No, it's all procedurally generated, Drek. It's just like we are going to capture this planet. Run back to the space station. You run over, and then you get the briefing from the guy, and then you jump into a ship or you jump into a landing craft, and then whenever you land, you jump out, and there's like a swarm of guys that are about as intelligent as Command and Conquer soldiers, but there's 1,000 of them on your team and 1,000 of them on the other guy's team, and it just looks like two medieval armies just kind of walking at each other, shooting laser guns back and forth. It's like a C movie of quality thing that's going on. It's just terrible. This
Oh, it's
I
on my wish
swear,
list.
this thing. Yeah, take it off.
All right.
Burn it. Just burn your wish list now because it's been tainted.
God, this year has been so terrible. What is going on?
it's been, you know what? It's been a pretty good year, honestly. I mean, yeah, we've had this.
Back it up. Back it up. What's been good?
Oh, well, let's see. This, not, I mean, no, not this. Fuck. You mean Space Game was? Dangerous
Ring
was
Runner.
good. Ring Runner was good. Dangerous
Oh,
was
Ring
good.
Runner, yeah.
Drox Operative was good. Oh god, what else came out this year?
Holy
What was
crap! I finally got out of the tunnel. That warp took this whole time. When like I started talking about being in the warp and stuff back when I got in it, right? It was easily a 10-minute trip.
And were you
That's
playing the
crazy.
mini game to try and go faster?
I started out that way and then I just abandoned it. But even if I would have cut the travel time in half, oh my god! And the next waypoint is another one. Oh god!
Yeah, it's like the previous X games weren't models of efficiency, but
What does this game want from me? It wants
Yeah.
my tears.
Your soul.
it wants you to play it on an Xbox 360 and a PC. It wants your monies.
This is obviously the worst launch title ever for the Xbox One. There's no coincidence that they come out the same week.
Oh wait, the Xbox One's coming out this week?
Yeah, Friday.
Oh, well.
PlayStation came out last Friday.
That I don't know. Yeah, that I was
Yeah,
aware.
I guess they're having like a, I don't know, certain amount of failure rate, but people are putting up videos, where they'll boot the console up and the Blu-ray drive makes nasty noises, or it's got that stripe that goes down the center of it that's supposed to glow blue when it's on, and I guess it turns red whenever the console's dead. Like they didn't learn the lesson. Don't put a clear indicator of a red light on the front of your console.
Oh my god.
They didn't learn this from Microsoft, right?
Well, I heard that apparently Chinese workers sabotaged a number of them. A number of PlayStations to kind of protest their working conditions.
That's a reach in the conspiracy barrel right there.
That's what I know, but I read that somewhere.
Well,
On the
seems
internet?
suitable.
Yes, on the World Wide Web thing. Yes, yes. So yeah, X. I've read that some people are calling this X stillbirth, and
I would like to drown this game in a bucket.
Do, do you remember the whole cock issue with the first game? Like they
no,
had.
it's been
Oh.
so long since I played the first game.
I'm sorry, not the first game. It was with Reunion when it first. So one of the races, the antagonist races is cock, Khaak. You know, and they're
Oh,
Germans.
yes.
And the voice actors when they came out would say the cock. The cock. And it was hilarious. And like people were having a hard time trying to tell them, it really sounds like they're saying cock, it's and now they release this as Rebirth, and it's just like, they're just asking for punishment.
Well,
Yeah.
because the first expansion will be Afterbirth.
Yeah. Oh. No,
That it'll never get old.
then the
It's pretty old
expansion
from where
will
I'm
be-
sitting.
Second expansion will be placenta. Jesus Christ! Apparently, I read that the head of EgoSoft apologized for "quote unquote" the problems people were having with this game, which is nice and all, but does that really mean anything's going to be?
Well, they're denying refunds, so I
Right.
don't think anything's being addressed there.
I
Wow.
mean, if I was them, the first thing I would do, if they have planned DLC, it just needs to be free. I mean, I do feel, all the games up to this point have been good games, and it's,
Yeah.
hard to just rip on a company. But I mean, this is a POS, and
Right.
they need to do whatever they can for their community.
Yeah,
I think-
mean,
They have some very loyal people on those forums.
oh
I
my
think
God,
I think
know.
the greatest thing that Chris Roberts could do is take half that 26 million and buy EgoSoft and just shut them down. Just be like, it was a mercy kill.
A mercy, yeah.
It's 28 million now, by the way.
Oh well, see, he's got some to spare.
He's going to be taking another trip to space here in a while.
That wasn't him.
Didn't
Yeah,
he
that-
go? He didn't go up to
That
space.
was Richard Gere.
Oh, that was Garrett. Well,
Yeah.
he did go up on like the gravity,
or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vomit comet.
the bomb comet.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did do that. But, yeah, I'm just amazed at how poorly this turned out. I mean, it's like, and remember all the videos they showed about all this awesome stuff? They didn't show anything about the things that people end up hating.
How
Like-
can you show this game and not show this space lane thing?
They didn't
Oh, they
show any
did.
of that. They did?
Yeah, they showed a little bit of it. Yeah.
They must have made it look pretty great.
Well, they
Yeah,
weren't.
I mean, like, I mean, in all fairness, I mean, it's not, out of all the things that are bad, I mean, like, this is something that you could deal with and maybe they could change. I
Mhm.
mean, it's far from the worst parts of the game. Having to hit 3 buttons just to bring up your assets and having to
Well,
open a map stops again. I mean, there's a lot of bad.
my problem is that the bulk of the gameplay appears to be flying through this space tunnel, because I have been the last 20 minutes of the show not out of this damn tunnel, because I get out of one and then it's like the next waypoint is like, go to this system, and and it's like, God, does it end? I don't know what I'm missing here.
So did you restart you're following the campaign?
Yeah, I'm
waypoint?
trying to. And it's like, I leave the highway in 200 kilometers. Okay. And then whenever I get out, so if these clusters or whatever are only like a few hundred kilometers away from each other, space is really small.
Yeah. Everything is nice and densely packed.
Yeah, just as space should be. Yeah, I mean, Jim and I. Jim, are you still reading those books?
Yeah, yeah. My wife got all the way through them, actually. She finished
Oh,
the
I'm-
last one. She was a little
Oh.
disappointed about how it ended because it left a lot of crap hanging.
Well, apparently there's 2 spin-off series.
Yeah.
James, we're talking about this series called the Lost Fleet series. By James Henry, I think his name is. And,
John Henry.
John Henry. And it's like the space battles in there are very fascinating because he deals with the distances involved in space battles in terms of light minutes, light hours, So
Is it all kinetic weapon? I mean, if you were really get into space, it would pretty much be just nothing but kinetic. I mean, you can just take a log up into space and launch it.
There's a
It'll
lot
get
of kinetic weaponry. Like they still use grape shot. That's how kinetic weaponry.
Sure.
Yeah.
That would be the most and for a satellite in orbit, the most effective thing you could do is take a handful of BBs and just.
Oh yeah, no, for like orbital stuff and planetary stuff, they just hurl big metal balls like bullets at them. It's amazing. But so they deal in distances of